what you do every day barely matters. We often think productivity means doing more. More tasks, more hours, more meetings, more effort. I also used to think in that way, but my way of thinking has changed after I got to know about this 80-20 rule. It says that in many situations, roughly 80% of your results comes from just 20% of your effort. Think about it. Maybe 20% of the people you know bring you 80% of happiness. 20% of things you study helps you to understand 80% of the subject. And that means 20% of the work you do, your efforts, creates most of your actual progress. Instead of trying to do something more and more every single day, try to figure out which 20% is going to make this actual difference. Find it, protect it, and spend most of your time there in that 20%. Because nowadays, productivity is not about filling your day with more and more things. It's about making sure the things that you fill your day with the things that actually matters. For that, we call 80-20 rule. So try this. Let's assume that you have to study for an exam. Then you have this much of a book and you need to find what 20% will be more effective to my exam. You might spend 10 hours studying, but a small portion of topics may account for most of what actually appears in your exam. So if you find that 20%, then you will be able to score 80% of result. So that's what I'm talking about. I don't know if you got the idea. If you didn't understand what I said, you can search this 80-20 rule in Google or somewhere, and then you could get some idea and practice it. What I wanted to say is find your 20%. But once you find your 20%, do more of it. Stop wasting your best energy on the 80% that barely moves the needle.